Hey everyone, we're in a new background. This is my new apartment. You're seeing a preview of it. I have a bunch of boxes here. I did an initial organize my closets. It's like a light bar. Two back there empty. I'm in the process of unpacking. We've had a few setbacks. First one was the apartment building never cleaned my unit, so it's like very dusty, very dirty, which I'm not thrilled about. And we asked them to specifically clean, and then they never did. Second one is yesterday when I started unpacking, I decided to lift a box that I guess was too heavy for me. And just my luck, I probably slightly dislocated my shoulder or my collarbone. It was sticking out. It hurt quite a bit. I went to urgent care, sat there for an hour for them to tell me that the person that was doing the x-rays, the technician, had left for the day and I would have to go to the ER. Came back to my apartment to finish up a few things and then go out to dinner, and it popped back into place. I heard like a click, click, and then felt a bit of a relief. So kind of creepy and eerie, but I guess that's better because I didn't have to go to the hospital and sit there for hours to get it fixed. It's a little sore today. I spoke to my cousin who's a doctor, and he was giving me a little bit of advice on what to do. I iced it, and I am not picking up any heavy boxes. I'm leaving that to my parents who are helping me move. Went through a bunch of boxes today in my kitchen. Have to do my bedroom, have to finish my kitchen. I still have quite a bit around my apartment. But we're making progress. And no one said that anyone could move in a day. This move has definitely been a lot harder than I expected, and I didn't end up where I thought I would. I'll explain more once I'm settled into my new place, but for now, I'm trying to take things one day at a time. Today's another day of unpacking. My back is killing me. I guess that's what over 30 does to you. I've been trying to get as much boxes as I can off my floor in order to clean the floor, since it's freaking me out that I'm wearing shoes in my apartment because the floors are so dirty, and also the apartment never cleaned. So that adds to the grime and the grossness of it. I've unpacked a lot of my kitchen. I'll show you a bit of it. I've ran my dishwasher, I think 2 times. It's on the 3rd wash now. Probably needs 1 more with some of my items. And I'm just tired and a bit hungry. All I ate today was a McDonald's snack wrap and some maple fudge that I found in my pantry. So I'm gonna show you a quick clip of my kitchen and the semi-organization I have going at the moment, or the organization I started with. Because it's probably gonna switch, because I just kind of want to get everything out of the boxes and then I will organize. So here's how my kitchen is looking so far. The storage is pretty bad here. All the drawers are small, nothing really fits. I put my cutlery in here and some utensils. Then I put my bowls and plates. The plates don't fit on the shelves. The doors don't close. And some Tupperware and containers in here for when I cook. And then across, I still have to do wash with more cups and mugs. Down here, started making my pantry, but it's really deep, so it's kind of hard to get to the back. And here is like my junk drawer, but everyone kind of needs one of those. And then in here, I threw a pot and clothes just to get the boxes off my floor. And then this is all random stuff. I do have quite a bit less space here in my kitchen than I did my last unit. The shelves just had better storage. There was more shelves. The kitchen was more built out. Here I only have like 2 cabinets, and there I had, my last place had 5. So it's a bit smaller, so I'm trying to figure out what works and where to place everything. And kind of just get the boxes off the floor to be able to clean the place. Also, I found a whole bag of wires and chargers and all that. Crazy how much you accumulate with like technology. And I have to go through this also. I have so many cords for my tech. I've also emptied quite a few boxes. I have 2 empty here, which is like near my kitchen. I have a bunch of boxes here. A lot of these are from my console, where my TV is. These have to go in storage. This is towels and some sweatshirts that need to be washed. And then in my den, I have the majority of the boxes. These still have clothes. 2 back there empty. I have 2 wardrobe boxes and a lot of other stuff to unpack, but we're making progress in getting there. So I'm gonna go out for dinner. I made some more progress today. I emptied my 2 wardrobe boxes, which also had everything in my dresser and everything in my mini dresser in my closet. I packed them to the brim, the wardrobe boxes. I think my dad said they were like 100 pounds each of clothes. I went through some clothes. I got rid of some stuff. I probably need to do like another cleaning out of all of my clothes. So I try on a bunch of stuff, get rid of stuff that doesn't fit me. I did an initial organize in my closet, so I have a lot of stuff in my closet. It's a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. And I unloaded my box with all my coats, and I also had all my cups in there. So I have to do some more washes in the dishwasher. I'm exhausted again. This has been like a hell of a week. And I'm gonna go get a coffee and dinner. Oh, and the fridge is like screwed up. Every time I put something in the fridge, it freezes the food. So I have to figure out what to do with that. I'm ready to take a nap for like the next week. This is my closet so far. I have like some scarves and beanies on the top for winter. The other 2 shelves, I just threw stuff on. I didn't organize them. I have jeans, some shorts, some like matching loungewear sets. I have sweatshirts, tops, a little bit more sweatshirts, and a pile of like shorts and hats and a pair of pants. So I definitely need to organize my closet more and go through everything. Again, since I wanted to go through my clothes and try them before I moved, but I basically just threw everything in a box. So now I have to do it this time around. I decided to take a few days away from unpacking and explore the area. Whenever you move somewhere new, you have to find all your new go-to spots. Your favorite coffee shop, the restaurant you keep going back to, and the places that make it feel more like home. I tried a new coffee shop only to realize my drink was over $10, so I don't think that's going to be my regular spot anytime soon. Today's Saturday morning, and we're going to start the day off by going to a farmer's market here in the suburbs. If you have watched my vlogs last summer or the summer before in Chicago, I was at the farmer's markets all the time. So we're going to see how this one compares. And we're also going to see how much things cost, since farmer's markets are never cheap. So I'm just curious of what it costs to spend a morning at the farmer's market. I also have to stock up on something since my fridge is empty. So I'm going to get a honey at the farmer's market because I've heard local honey is the best to get if you have allergies. And we're going to see what I think of the farmers markets in the suburbs compared to the city. So let's go check it out. Just picked up a bagel on the way back from the farmer's market. I got cream cheese, onion, lox, cucumber, and tomato on a sesame seed bagel. So let's try it out. I'm eating standing up at my counter since I have no bar stools, and my table that I can sit at has boxes all over it. So, that's moving for you. The bagel's pretty good. I like all the fixings in it. And I would go back again. This is everything I got at the farmer's market this week. I got there only an hour before they were closing, so a lot of stuff was sold out. Most of the produce was gone, a lot of bakery items was gone. So I will have to go back earlier another week to check it out. But this was my first farmer's market in the suburbs. So I'll probably check out a lot of the suburbs ones to see how they compare. It was packed also, which I was shocked about. The first thing I picked up was Greek dips. This one's basil and garlic. That was $17. Picked up oatmeal cookies for $12. I got a lemonade for around $8. Didn't love it. Threw it in the garbage, basically. It was very watered down. I got Satara pita chips to eat with hummus or the dips. That was $8 also. I got elderberry syrup, which I like taking when I'm sick. I also feel like it would be good in drinks or lemonade, so I might try that. This was $18, kind of expensive. I got some fresh noodles, black garlic, which I haven't had before as a flavor. And they're good for a week, so I'll have to cook this sometime this week. And then local honey for $8.50. I hear local honey is supposed to be the best for allergies, which I definitely have, especially in spring. So I wanted to pick up local honey rather than just honey from like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. There's no lighting in the living room, no lighting in the bedroom. There's only lighting in the closets, the kitchen, which is like overhead lighting, and the bathroom. So my apartment gets quite dark at night. So I definitely need some lamps or lighting. I saw this on TikTok before, this like idea of lighting, which is a sticker you put on and then it's magnetic and you stick it under your kitchen counter. I put one up. I'm gonna show you the other one. And I thought it was a good idea for some lighting in my kitchen since there's no under counter lighting, which my last apartment had. So this is what it looks like. It's like a light bar. This is a sticker and it's also magnetic. So let's install this and see how it looks. That's what the under counter lighting looks like. Pretty happy with it. Ignore my mess of a counter. I'm in the middle of unboxing everything. And I also probably need to get a toaster or air fryer to put there. So this is all gonna change. I wrapped up the weekend with dinner with my sister, which was a nice break from all the boxes and chaos. And that's where we'll pick things up in the next vlog as I continue to settle into my new home.